Hey guys. Okay, so welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about some of the things that I have noted in my iPad. Hey guys. Okay, finally I'm here sitting down and with you guys. Okay, so I have noticed some of the things that I want to talk about in this video. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this? Okay, wait. I need to adjust my camera. Okay. I have a question. So as you know, maybe you don't know, but I live in Turkey and I speak in Turkish, but right now I am speaking in English. So I kind of have this question of whether I should film my videos in English or Turkish. Like Turkish is a lot easier for me because it's my kind of like fluent, my first language, I would say. But English, I don't know. I also want to kind of improve my English audience. I don't know if I have any, but I just want to also like expand, I guess, globally expand it. I want to lay down like here, but I'm also like, what should I do? Okay, so I've been doing this dance, stateside. I've been doing stateside, kissing my Swedish boy on the face. This song, and I was doing this dance over past 3 days. I've been doing this dance, and my arm, my shoulder hurts. I'm not even joking. Like I'm like doing this, and it hurts because I've been doing this move like multiple times and also like this very aggressively, and my shoulder hurts so much right now and I don't know what to do it. Like I think I took the dance very seriously, and also I couldn't do the turn around, like like turn around. I couldn't do it. I kept falling down. I kept like losing my balance because I couldn't like stay still. I couldn't land my 2 feet on the ground. So welcome, is this working, to my yapping session. In this video I'm gonna be yapping a lot, and actually I'm not a good yapper, to be honest. I am better at listening than talking because I always listen to people. Like somehow I end up being the therapy friend because I absorb everything and I just sit and listen. And I'm really good at absorbing and just listening to people and analyzing like the patterns. I don't know. Like talking though, it actually depends on the environment that I'm in. If I'm surrounded with people that I'm comfortable with, I would probably just never shut up. I would talk nonstop. I will talk incessantly without any interruption, to the point where people might be annoyed by it. Yes, I will act like a child. But in the case where I'm not feeling comfortable in the environment, I would probably just go quiet and never talk and just shut up. Like, it depends on the people. I remember I was in middle school, and I don't know if it's the people that I was surrounded with. Maybe I like the people. I actually liked my classmates, so that's why I was very like hyperactive. But in high school, throughout the high school, I was a very quiet kid because I was kept changing the school every year. So it kind of like, I don't know, I think it had a big effect on me, I guess, because I couldn't adapt. And once I adapt, I just go to another school. So I've been contemplating about the fact that we are getting old. I mean, older. But yeah, we are getting old, and I just remember being 16 and 17, and life was very unserious. Like the way I perceived reality back then wasn't accurate at all. All I did was watching movies all day and just sometimes books. I don't know, I was very dumb and stupid, and sometimes I miss it. I miss being this like stupid, having no responsibilities at all. And yeah, life was good. The only thing that I was stressed about was my school, my exams, my classmates, whether they liked me or not. People, like, do they like me or not? And yeah, that was my life back then. I'm not saying that I have huge responsibilities now, I don't. But I definitely do have more pressure than I did at 17. And what is interesting though, even though I had fewer responsibilities back then, like when I was 17, I had more anxiety. Like, I had more anxiety. I definitely still have anxiety now, but it's kind of different than I did have at 17. I don't get anxious from the fact that I'm doing something. I get anxious from the fact that I'm not doing anything at that moment. And my anxiety, it kind of like pushes me to do things. It pushes me to take action, to move. And I actually don't know where that comes from. I don't know if you relate to that, but I saw like some people have it. They like say that, my anxiety pushes me to do things, and I have this kind of like what the hell? When I'm not doing anything, my brain freaks out. It kind of like says to me like, what the hell? What are you doing? Just do something. If I am not doing anything, my brain kind of freaks out and it tells me to do something. Like, what the hell are you doing right now? Just do something. That kind of pushes me to take action, that's kind of like pushes me to go further or to move, to like move my body or to take some kind of action. I feel okay when I actually like having some kind of like some sort of pressure on me. Like I feel like I am better managing myself and I'm better managing my task when I have this urgency and pressure. I don't know where that comes from. Yeah, this is my brain, how my brain works. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know the science behind it. Maybe I'm just a bit of a workaholic, and I do think I have some tendency and just workaholism in my body. And yeah, like why are you sitting? Why are you laying in your bed? Or like, I'm starting to have like panic attacks, like I should do something. I really don't I really don't like how media portrays that 30 is kind of like old, and by the age of 30 you're supposed to have everything figured out, your life, your finances, your relationship, your job, like your entire life, which I think is ridiculous. And like, what the hell? Guys, 30 is very young, and 20 is extremely young. I think 20s are meant to be like a sweet spot for failures. You're supposed to like fail over and over again and just try new things, messing up and realizing that the thing that you are doing at that moment isn't for you, and maybe you should try something else. And like a cycle, just try new things until you realize that, oh, like this is my thing, this is what I'm supposed to do with this, like my life. The truth is you don't really know yourself and you don't really know what you like unless you try things. And I have tried dancing, I have tried some music classes, dance classes, sport classes, and swimming, piano. And if I haven't tried them, I would never know if I like them or not. And I I really believe that 20s are for you to just try, trying relationships, trying new maybe businesses, and just trying in general. So a lot of people feel lost in their 20s, which certainly I did, and do. I still do. And I think the reason why we feel lost isn't because something's wrong with us or just, we don't have any passion, or we are like, I don't know. I think the reason why we feel lost is because we just haven't tried enough things to figure out what we actually like and what our inclinations and our nature. Like the reason why we feel lost, I think, is just because we are inexperienced, and that's it. We haven't lived enough yet. We haven't tried enough things to figure it out what we actually like and what fits. Don't do things that people told you that you should do or that you are obligated to. Do things that you actually enjoy. And that could mean having one hobby or several hobbies. It doesn't really matter. What matter is that you have something that you truly care about and that genuinely gives you pleasure, excitement, joy, and you actually like it, like doing it. And it, oh my gosh, my shoulder looks very huge. Or am I like tweaking? 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 What the fuck am I saying? It doesn't only apply to hobbies or job, it also applies to relationship as well. Like if you want to understand yourself more deeply and as well as what kind of relationship do you want, you probably should go through some relationships, and maybe that includes heartbreak or pain that you might endure. Yeah, like it is painful. It is painful, and yeah, like it is painful, guys, but it teaches you many things that no advice could ever give you or no advice could ever teach you. Like it teaches you about your boundaries, it teaches you about yourself and what kind of relationship you are more like prone to or inclined to, I don't know. And also what kind of mistakes that you should probably avoid doing in the future relationships don't want to repeat, you know. I think that is very important in terms of like heartbreaks. Like, yeah. There is a big difference between having good friend versus just a friend, and you have to distinguish people's intentions towards you, and you have to understand that not everyone has good intentions towards you, not everyone wants you to succeed. I think it's really important to be honest with yourself about which people are genuinely cares about you, and people just don't care about you as much as you care about them. You have to distinguish these people and be honest with you, and like that awareness saves you a lot of energy in the long run. And it also, I think it's better to have no friends rather than bad friends. So what I have noticed about myself is that I always value long-term friendships, and I really want friendships that last decades. You know, for the rest of my life, I can be friends with them and genuinely trust them. But also, I think the I think the concept of short-term relationship, you know, it gives you something. It teaches you maybe a lesson, or it gives you some sort of direction. It gives you joy that you will remember for the rest of your life. Like I don't demean short-term relationship. I don't demean short-term relationship, but I think long-term relationship are far more important to me. Like I've always been like this since middle school, since high school. I always valued long-term relationship over like short-term pleasures. And I think that shows up also in daily life, like, you know, drinking enough water, doing some sort of exercise or workout, and as well as you know, maybe 5 minutes of daily reading. Oop, wait a minute, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. Okay, I looking good. So, I think 20s are a very sensitive time. Like we are very fragile and we are still forming ourselves. So, I think we are very like susceptible to outer opinions and pressure as well as comparison. We like compare ourselves to each other all the time. I think a lot of people care about other people's opinions like too deeply and too much. And my point is that not every opinion deserve a space in your mind or in your head. Like over time I realized that not every opinion deserve a space in my head or in my mind, because if it's not relevant to me, to my kind of like life, to my future, to my growth, then what is the point of having this thought, having this opinion of other people? Like, it isn't even mine. Opinion doesn't even belong to me. And why his thoughts conquering my brain? I started to care less about other people's opinions because I realized that what they think about you is just a perception of you. And perception isn't the truth. They are looking to you through their own lens. And I really want to emphasize this, that perception can be deceptive because it is shaped by someone's experiences, assumptions, and projections, insecurities that is not relevant to you, and their like perception. It is how they perceive you, it is not the truth. It is not objective reality. Like people can label you as this or that and can talk about behind your back, but you have to like stop and just reflect for a second, and just kind of like ask yourself how many of these opinions are actually true and actually like grounded in truth. It's like a bluff, like a gabble or babble. How do you say that? But it's just like a bullshit. And when you realize that some of their opinions are actually not accurate about you, that I think it doesn't really take space in your mind, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not telling you to kind of ignore completely everyone and just not talk and completely like block everyone. I don't say that. I think feedback is very, very important. And I have learned that as well. Like, feedback is very important. in relationships, in, I don't know, just like jobs, in friendships, in business, everything. Even like I'm doing YouTube right now, and I think comments are very important. When people tell you that, you probably should not talk about this, I would probably listen to them. You have to discern from like filter what is useful and just the noise. Like get rid of the noise. I came across this one girl where she put herself a goal of getting 1,000 rejections, and she applied everywhere. And I mean everywhere, like jobs, universities, programs, and opportunities as well. And like expecting rejection. And after getting rejected over and over again, she eventually got accepted to her dream university, and she also, I think, managed to get Dutch citizenship after many failed attempts. And I think that was a smart, like such a smart way to reframe failure. It kind of loses power on you because it eventually, once you become a failure and chase failure, it becomes a part of the process and it feels less humiliating, less painful, and eventually you kind of like have no personal thing between you and failure. And the more you put yourself out there, the more you kind of try things out, the more you're likely to succeed. I think that is the truth. I think the thing that matter is not what other people are saying, that what you should do. I think you should ask this question to yourself and how you really want to kind of spend your 20s. And I believe that we should have some fun, we should really enjoy, but also understand that and also acknowledge that 20s are temporarily, unfortunately. I think your 20s are meant to be a process of becoming someone, of like teaching you things, and I think it's going to be also a fun ride. Tell me no, 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 no. So that was my speech, guys. Speech. So this is it. Goodbye.